So welcome to another episode of Possible Pictures, sponsored by Revving, and we're here with Michael Scott, CRO of LoopMe. Michael, thank you for having me. I really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I'm so excited about this, Dan. Thanks for doing this today.
Yeah, well, thank you for having us in the LoopMe cabana here. And luckily, we installed minutes before this a nice fan here, which is saving us, right?
Miami's always hotter than we think it's going to be.
I know, it really is.
Yeah.
Well, would you mind maybe starting us off, telling us a bit about you, a bit about LoopMe? I understand relatively recently joining as CRO.
I am. I joined in January as CRO. I'm super excited about the opportunity to continue to build and grow what I think is a really compelling proposition for brand marketers. We're really helping brand marketers understand the impact of their upper funnel metrics and focus very much about how awareness, attention, and intent really affect downstream, their lower funnel impact, but also what we can do during campaigns to actually help them with our AI patented technology, really help them maximize against it. So it's been a fantastic start so far.
Yeah.
Very grateful for the business that I walked into and even more grateful for where we're going to go.
Absolutely. Well, can you tell me more about that? What excited you most maybe about joining, or was there anything in particular that really brought you towards LoopMe?
Well, for me, I've spent a lot of time in my career really trying to understand what's important to marketers. And at this moment in time, marketers are under so much pressure to make sure that they're delivering ROAS, right? Return on ad spend. Working with their CFO partners, CMOs, or heads of media are really trying to demonstrate, the impact of every dollar that they spend. And a lot of times right now that's getting measured through mostly lower funnel, right? Conversion activity. But that doesn't take into account the impact and the importance of brand building.
Yeah.
And so for us at LoopMe, we're able to help advertisers on that. And I'm able to help them understand how maximizing their campaign against upper funnel goals is really going to lead to more in-market opportunities that can convert for lower funnel. So really helping them be able to quantify the impact that they have from their brand dollars is important.
Amazing. Well, that sounds great. And no one better at the helm than you to do that.
Thank you.
Congratulations, of course,
Thank you.
joining. And it might be great. Would you mind telling us maybe one thing in particular that's happening in your industry at the moment then that you want to share with us and how LoopMe are addressing it?
Yeah, I think one of the interesting things is our LLMs and what's done to search and what it's done to web traffic. And so we just published a white paper. It's incredibly interesting because what's happened, I'm sure, with your own web usage and your own search usage is you've gone to your favorite LLM and you started to use that for research, and it's really seen a drop in web traffic. But we work a lot with apps, and so a lot of that traffic is moving straight into app. And we believe for brands advertising into apps is a fantastic replacement for web traffic. So as web traffic goes down, app traffic goes up. Through our SDK and our proprietary technology, we're able to help brands get in front of consumers in an in-app environment where you can do, rich media, you can do full screen video, a fantastic experience, and you're still as close as you were with web to that purchase cycle.
Yeah. I think you're right. I can't remember the last time I Googled something. Now it's straight to my LLM, right?
It's straight to your LLM, and that's a lot of web traffic that's moving. Has to go somewhere, and so that traffic is moving, and we're seeing that through our own research.
Amazing. Well, that's great. And how's it going?
It's going fantastic. It's been a good start to the year. We are growing our team. We're hiring a lot of new talent globally. I'm excited to say. We're really focused tremendously on our customers. We actually launched this year when I joined a whole customer obsession perspective, even a manifesto, if you will, or kind of our guiding principles about how we want to think about customers, and was really a first for us. So being able to put that in place and make sure the entire team understands, not just in sales, who's always going to be customer obsessed, but the entire organization, really what it means to be customer obsessed and about how we're able to deliver those results. And those results, I am seeing a nice uptick in that.
Great. Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, proud of the team for that.
Oh, well, that's great. And I guess speaking of customers, I'm sure you'll be meeting many of them at Possible. I mean, how are you finding Possible so far? How's it going?
Oh, it's always fantastic. Every year I'm like, this thing keeps getting bigger and bigger. Eventually it's going to just take over all of South Beach. But it's fantastic. Everybody here, is really some really interesting and innovative conversations. You can kind of go from one-on-ones straight into the halls where there's some really groundbreaking and innovative discussions going around. Of course, AI is really the topic.
Yes.
For us at LoopMe, we've been doing AI for 15, 16 years since we started the business.
Yeah.
All of our tech is based on machine learning, and we have 9 patents to back that up.
Wow.
So that's AI for us is a bit kind of old school, but I think as we start to step into the agentic age and starting to think about how agents are going to interact, that's what really gets me excited about working with our customers and our clients with the product team on how we're going to be able to deploy agentic advertising, agentic transactions in our stack. Very exciting.
Amazing. Well, that's great. Well, look, I mean, just before we finish up, it's always nice to think ahead as a final thought. So, of course, a lot of the year left. I mean, is there anything else that's coming up you're particularly excited about, or anything to share in the future?
Well, we've got to go to Cannes,
Got to
so
go to
only the
Cannes.
best places.
Absolutely.
I love our industry. We do good spots.
Yeah. That's true.
So we'll be having some additional news at Cannes. Would love to share with you when we see you out in Côte d'Azur.
Yep.
But for us, it's going to be continuing to focus on how we're helping brands with outcomes. And so one thing I'm not ready to talk about yet is that we'll have a really compelling offering where we're going to be able to help brands actually quantify that and be able to buy on outcomes, which we think is a really important part. So we're going to do that. And we're also piloting programs with OEMs in the CTV industry where we're going to be using our survey technology as well as our machine learning to help improve CTV brand outcomes as well. So 2 exciting things, as they say on your side, watch this space that we'll be coming back with and hopefully have some more news for you when we see you in Cannes.
I'm even more excited
Yes.
for it now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, thank you, Michael. I really appreciate the time.
Cheers,
All right.
man. That was great.